Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to the front. In the last episode, we did a few things. First, we invaded, we had invaded the territory of Ceylon, and we had our defensive battle against the counter-push. Then, near the end of the episode, Mysore rebelled, and now is its own separate nation. We have declared war on them immediately, and I'm currently in the process of sending multiple fleets to that location to ensure I can grab it before the Maharaja confederacy gets any smart ideas. No guarantees that we're going to get there in time, but I'd like to think if we're quick enough, we might be lucky. It's a push, but I think it's possible. I'd like to think it's possible, because this would then be quite a glorious opportunity to gain some much-needed terrain alongside an opportunity to... No, it's not only to get some terrain in India itself, but also the ability for us to launch multiple attacks inside, in country, in addition to other invasions as well. So this is strategically quite an important territory, if we can get inside fast enough, but that's only an if. And the other thing as well, I noticed there was something slightly different about America, so I wanted to have a look at America at the beginning of this episode. So... right, let me have a look-see. Oh, America is expanding, finally. I was going to say, with all the shit that I've been giving them, speaking of which, America, would you like some technology? Oh, you... what? I'm sorry. Do you have technology that I don't even have access to? You do? What the fuck? You have something I don't have. The fuck? America. What? I mean, the general staff thing is fantastic, but... and you've also got poverty control laws. Wouldn't mind some of that. Right. I'm gonna wait until next turn, because I need that. Holy shit, do I need that. Sorry, a technology that no one else has.
I think you know what I want from that.
23,000, okay. So, apart from that, we've just been facing off against rebellions in Naples and occasional Spain. But luckily, we've actually been able to... well, I think at the moment they finally now started tipping over the edge once again. But we were able to achieve peace relatively quickly. So hopefully things will allow us to... yeah, so hopefully things will allow us to earn... let's have a look, see anything else? No, that's good. Yeah, so hopefully we should be able to resolve any additional rebellion or things. Just my brain's getting a bit fried. It is very warm today, by the way. Context for why my commentary might be slightly frazzled. It's warm, just very warm. Right, they want military alliance, and they also want, and they're going to give us access to their terrain. That's one thing that I'm going to say middle finger to, because again, Maharaja confederacy is my target. Oh yes, and we're already planning on... right, so Gibraltar is now on strike, which... not the most beneficial, considering we might have a rebellion in there at any point. Question, if I was to move out troops from Morocco, of course. Right. We'll recruit some troops. Some militiamen is primarily the thing. I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? Yep, I'm going to have to do it. Fuck you. Right. Looks like we got only a choice. I mean, obviously, we don't need this many troops, but at the same time, it's like, we got no choice. We'll have to wait until they're at peace once again, and then we can do something. So, it's just going to be the one army, sadly. Zimmerman will be going to India, but unfortunately, you have to wait a little bit because the fucking public order... because people just don't seem to understand when you've been taken over by another nation that has guns and a very fucking big weapon on them. Come on. There's no reason for you to not like me. Just a fucking religious problem. Which you won't resolve quickly because you're an asshole. Anyway. think. Oh, yes. That was it. America. You're probably not going to give me this technology, but if you did, I would love you. Advanced skirmishing. I will pay you everything. 25,659. I am willing to part a lot of money for this one thing. I tell you what. I'll sweeten the deal. You give me that technology, I will give you 20 turns of military access in addition to 25,000. That's a pretty fucking good deal. Come on. No. Counter offer. Right. Technology. 20 turns. Plus military access. 20 turns. Right. I will give you that. I am willing to pay for this. Don't think I'm 25,000. You will give me that. Right. So the Yanks are now finally getting themselves to different terrains as well, which is... I was going to say, it's about fucking time the Yanks decided to do something. Yeah, they're currently expanding into different terrains, so they're taking their time, but they are finally pushing further out, which is fine. And I'm not too sure how long it's going to be before the Yanks will finally break out towards that sector, but you never know. But yeah, we've got the Grenadiers, the 1st Maryland Infantry, 2nd New York, Pennsylvania Rifles, Continental. Like, it's just nice to finally see the Americans do something. I was a bit worried that they would just be stuck in the 13 colonies and just, that's it. Which, I'm like, Anyway, you're still constructing stuff, and you're currently keeping the peace, which is kind of nice. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Nice agent. That's fine. You're a scholar. Does that mean you're a religious dude? No, you're just research. Yes. Yeah, so we're blocking their trade. They don't have the ability to make ships or anything because I'm blocking their capacity. Right. So now we just have to be quick and pray to the Golden Throne that we can potentially get that territory. Yeah, we have to be lucky, I think, is the only thing I could describe it. Which sucks, but there you go. Question, how many of these are military? Nothing is wealthy here. Right, anyway. 21 turns. Perfect. Let's do this. So my priest is on its way down, and we're going to be doing what we can.
Auf zum Horizont!
Right. Packers on strike. Spain rebellion. That's fine. You. Block. Right. In Spain. Right. The rioting has occurred, which is fine. What have they sabotaged? I'll have to wait until they've constructed it, I guess. Probably that. Nepal. They're still pissed. Even though there's no reason for them to be pissed, they're still pissed because... Right. It's probably just a religious problem. So yeah, Yanks are finally expanding that way. I think at this point there's not a lot we can really do apart from just constant expansion and improvement. Get the theatre set up for that, because why not? Let's override the amount of things here. Because the thing is, if we can get both this and this to improve, that'll be fantastic. Alright. And you need to be prepared. Don't know why they decided to go for that, but hey ho. Right. Their people are starting to rebel, which is good/bad for us. Yeah, the maharaja confederacy are doing what they can. Is this his Amazing Grace in... It is. It's Amazing Grace. That's cool. That's nice. Alright. I mean, this dry dock definitely is... Yeah, the dry dock definitely doesn't help the situation with the public order in Naples. But at the same time, I can't really justify not having that because, well, we've already taken away the shit in Sardinia, which is why it's probably calmed down now. So it's just a case of having to manage... Yeah, having to manage that. Though the rebellious people... Yeah, their religious thing's going away, though, so... It's just, unfortunately, this is going to take a fucking age, which means I'm going to have to either get a massive army... Actually, to be fair, the general has already died. So, in a sense, we could leave that army there for a large period of time. But I do want to get my Jaeger infantry out at some point, so we might have to dispatch a militia army just to watch the fucking region. Thank the gods I can afford such things. Hello, we have a ship. We have a 90 ship. Nice. I'm going to send you to the... over here. And then I'll have this fleet rendezvous. Hang on, how big are you? You're quite large. You? You're quite small. I'll have this fleet, I'll have the fleets set up and around and do whatever. That makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, that makes sense. Right. God, there's nothing else we can really do. We're just chilling at the moment. I mean, I suppose, although it's a long ways off yet, I think we may have to discuss the concepts of a finality to the series. Because while we are, while the game technically has the requirement of complete world domination, I don't think that's the full... At least, I don't believe that's the full thing. I think it's just because it's a thing that potentially... God, they're getting desperate now. They know they know what's up, and they know that if I grab my sword, they're fucked. But yes, I'm willing to start. I'm starting to think about the potential future of this series because obviously, fuck yes, get the fuck over there. Right. Perfect. You were a couple of turns delayed. Get the fuck into India now. Wait, was that going to piss off the people? No. Good. Okay. But no, so as I was saying, the... Ooh, chemical discovery. Okay, fair enough. But anyway, as I was saying, So, that's what got damaged. Okay. So, as I was saying, when it comes to the sort of the concepts of what we're doing in... Oh, I just realized. Yeah, that's the fleet that needs to be backed up. Well... fuck it. You're on your way there. There you go. But as mentioned, obviously the objectives we need to accomplish in this campaign, at least in the gameplay sense, is to have 144 regions held, which is the world domination side of things. And while I believe if I went complete nut job on war fronting, I could probably do it, I also feel like that isn't really what I want to go for as a sort of as an objective thing. I mean, world domination is fine and all, but I also feel that there's a level... like, again, the main intention... My original objective with this particular playthrough was to grab India. You know, that was the main incentive here. You know, instead of going to America and fighting over it like usual, we were to grab India and retain domination of India. Then... we'll see how things fare. So that's my main objective of this series. Once we've grabbed India, we will see what kind of future this series holds. It may be that could be it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm happy to wrap the series up at that point. Or I may decide, you know what? Let's go for a laugh and invade these parts of the world. I also need to try and get to the Mesoamerican nations at some point, but I think they're already... Yeah, I think the... Yeah, Mesoamerican. Are they? Oh! They... Oh! They're that small. Might want to... Well, no, that's going to be something I'll deal with later on. Is there anything else I can do with this turn? Not really. Let's get going. Boom. Our navy is almost there, and oh, God. Oh, God. Come on. Don't declare war. Don't do this to me now. Come on. Don't declare war. Don't declare war. Come on. Come on. Don't do it. Oh, thank God. Right, okay. No peace treaty. Whereabouts? All the way up there, for fuck's sake. Fuck you. That's intriguing. I wonder if destroying your opposing has that towards it. It shouldn't do, mind you, but it might do. Right, if you want to leave that alone... Can I land troops? Yes. Spoof. These three will join up. There we go. This fleet's going to be a fucking chat, isn't it? Right, so it looks like the enemy... looks like the Mysores are already having to deal with their own rebellion, and then I'm landing on the shorelines going like, Hallo? Ich meine Name Jaeger. This music is perfect as well. Sorry, I've just got the image of, like, all the Germans with the shit-eating grins just sailing towards the fucking Mysore. And, like, the Mysoreans having just defeated a rebellion turn around, and there's us playing the... like, they just turn around, hearing this orchestral music, and there's a bunch of Prussians just smiling, marching towards them with muskets set, ready to fire. Oh, that's brilliant. Ah, that's good. That's good. Okay, hopefully the Maharaja Confederacy don't fuck with us and attempt to steal the prize. Because if they do, the temptation to immediately declare war afterwards would be strong. But again, We're not quite in the position to do that, which is irritating to say the least. But at the same time, we have to bide our time. We have to make sure we're able. Because, again, there is very little I can do. But we're so close. We're so goddamn close to being able to get the terrain. If we can take this terrain. I mean, the thing is, there's no army. That's the other thing. There's no army. Boink. Oh, hello. That's a Maharaja Confederacy army, a navy with an army in tow. Are they planning something? No. Jesus Christ, they're asking a lot, aren't they? Me fears that they may be going the same way of Spain. And that is an army I don't want to deal with. Right, Spain, workers on strike, thank the Emperor. Donk. Finally, the bastards learnt their lesson. Right, Morocco, increase your happiness. I'll recruit a few more militiamen, just to ensure that peace is being held. Oh, they didn't do it. Oh, this is going to be... Okay, so it looks like they actually fixed their buildings up, which is fine. And they do have... Really? They have nothing. They have nothing. This is going to be a slaughter. Oh. Oh. That is fantastic. So the terrain less favorable, but that's not something overly concerning. Actually, to be fair, this might be more favorable to us. I'm not too sure. But, you know what? I'd say this is okay. I mean, the left flank is a little bit on the shit side, but nothing we can really do about that. Oh, we've got these very... Yeah, I'm gonna set up defensively on this battlefield, I think. Yeah, that's definitely the plan. The enemy have absolutely nothing. Legitimately, they have nothing. They have nothing. I find this hilarious, but yeah, they nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, infantry. Probably a bit more than we should. Set up over yonder. Cavalry. Gonna have you move forward and be in amongst the infantry. And shaboof. Infantry. Shit location. Right. You're going to have to do something a little bit more ballsy and set up accordingly. Right. You boys. Reinforcements are coming in along that line. I'm thinking something like this. Perfect. That's at least something. Right, they're all melee infantry, aren't they? So I'm going to be a prick and just get my cav set up, and we'll take pot shots. We will be bullying them to very good shooting. Yeah, we will just be bullying them. I think that's the only thing I can do, is just bully. You're not seriously shooting yourselves, are you? Okay, good. Shoot. Yeah, I have to be very careful with these things. I might have to like set them up so that they have separate areas or separate groups. But this is a good opportunity for my cavalry to... I don't think I've ever had a battle where my enemy was completely made up of melee infantry. Because... yeah, like... seriously. This is ridiculous. It's beautiful, but it is ridiculous. Especially since... I mean, the battle itself is going to be a bit rough, definitely, but I can just withdraw them. They already getting wavering. Yes. Just keep shooting. We're gonna start attacking. Right, you boys withdraw a bit. You cut in amongst them. Oh, they're broken. Good. And then I want you to set up defensively alongside here. You boys, I'm going to have you move to the far side and flank along to here. Yeah, they're shattered. Good. Right, they've shattered. Good. Fantastic. Target those dudes. You boys make ready for a slapping. Withdraw. Because at least then we can try and focus up on other things. This could be a problem. Except it's not. Run. Don't give them the satisfaction of getting in melee range. I have to be careful where I put my cavalry as well, because they may end up getting shot in the process, and I don't really want to lose my cavalry to friendly fire. Right, withdraw, or move to this position as fast as you can. That cavalry is done. See if you can get some shots, and you might be lucky. Perfect. That cavalry came in clutch. So it looks like as long as you withdraw as long as it's within 1 unit's worth, that should be fine. So maybe I should operate them as separate units rather than individuals. Ah, shit. They did get into melee. Only slightly, though. They've shattered. They're shattered. Apart from a couple of dudes at the front. They did get into melee range, unfortunately, but I think it's just sheer overwhelming numbers at this point. Just one more unit, and that should be it. And the Mysore will be a history. It will be merely a footnote in history. I mean, credit where credit's due. Their morale levels are definitely high. Low. Kind of not surprised at that knowledge. Right, adjust. Double time. Over there, that's taken care of. You boys keep shooting. They're completely shattered. They're shaken but not stirred. Shooting over to there. This has been a beautiful battle. It's definitely a bloodbath for sure. Come on, one more solid impact, and that's them done. That's the battle over. And then they're immediately going to get. Oh no! I was going to say these cavalry units. If we ever needed a sort of benchmark battlefield, like legit, if we ever needed like a benchmark to work off in terms of like, hey, this is how this works. Fucking whatever, like seriously, that is the perfect fucking thing we had. 12 men lost. And that was probably from the artillery regiment we had here. Yeah. Enemy killed, okay, 1 friendly fire casualty. I was really hoping we didn't have any friendly fire. But nope. That's about it. Right, so torch, 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 torch. And we'll turn you into that. The public people are going to be very pissed off, but I'm going to adjust this for 2 reasons. First, we need to destroy all of the buildings that are causing... I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but I kind of have to. Oh god, look at that. Look at that. 43. 40 fucking 3. Now that is admittedly with these buildings currently at the moment there, but this is going to cause problems, even though it's going to earn me a fuck ton of cash. Just... I despair. I genuinely despair. Right, fishing fleet, Spain. Oh, that's good. Nation destroyed. Mysore. And more importantly, we were able to completely, yeah, fuck you. I'm not even having that. None of y'all are getting anything. Rice farming commune. Delete. We're gonna improve this place rapidly. Everything here is going to be completely destroyed, and we're going to work our way back up. Except the mines. The mines are going to be mine, and I'm not going to change. So we're going to have boarding houses ×2 plus 1. Yeah, like, well, the economic boom sect side of it is going to be a bit mixed. Oh, God. Yeah, these guys were prepping for it. There was a lot of armies prepping for this. We even have a full stack over at almost a full stack of Joa. So yeah, it's definitely. Ooh, no, don't load, Christ. So no, we've done a good thing though. We've actually gotten into Mysore, and our navy is currently on the way to reinforce this region, to doubly enforce this, because again, we're gonna need the backup, I reckon. And, more importantly, we're going to need to ensure the stability of this region. So I am more than happy to have a reinforcing fleet alongside some other stuff. So, yeah, I'd say that's a pretty big objective just ticked off, which is perfect. And now we're just having to wait until the... Oh, you're currently up onto 1 turn, aren't you? So, yep. So, yeah, we're now just currently waiting until... more things can occur, which is relieving. So, yeah, no, I'd say that's a pretty successful... I'd say it's a pretty successful thing. And, next turn. Navy. Doink! So, we're going to be... so, in this case, we're going to be definitely dominant... Oh, hello. Sweden... There's a thing here. There's an immediate news flash. Wait, what? What the fuck? Who? Also, is Sweden finally getting its ass into gear and finally taking care of Denmark? Because at this point, I'd like to know. Right. Well, fortunately, Sweden, it's taking his merry time. Oh, Christ, don't be the next nation to declare war on me. I'm ready for it, but don't. Please. I don't want to have to fucking spend the next however many episodes fighting you off. I also don't want you to crash. I mean, I saved, so not the end of the world, but at the same time, I'm like, what are you doing? I am extremely suspicious now, but, like, that's not a flag I recognize. Something has happened to Britain, and I am very curious. Because bearing in mind, Britain had a pretty substantial navy, so if this is a new nation, their navy's gone. That's it. Capiche? No other fucker can go. We could technically go for Britain now, because all of their navies have gone. And whoever's left is, well, whoever's left. So, fun times. Now we're just having to wait until Sweden's go is there. But I'm very curious. What the hell happened? I might end up having to cut recording just to see if... I don't know. I don't want to go too much into it, but I'm also like... I think what I'll do is I'll pause the recording or cut here, and then if anything should happen, then we can immediately get back straight into it. So... And we return. And this apparently is the reason why we had such a long time waiting, is because we actually had a war declaration and the thing didn't display. Now, I'm going to decline this because, well, first of all, neither Denmark or Sweden helped me in the war against Spain, and I really don't want to have to deal with a war against Sweden, even though it's literally what I just said. So, although it's a bit of a shame that I am breaking the alliance, I'm in no position, nor do I want to, fight Sweden. Because, well, we'll see. If Denmark lasts a number of turns, I'll enter the war on Denmark's side and do it. Because I feel like, yeah, Denmark, yeah, letter of demands, no shit. Right. Let's quickly get all this sorted. So you become a coaching in... You become a church school. You become a... What earns more money? I mean, cotton is quite important. And then you're rice, aren't you? Rice paddles, yep. And you become a trading port. I'm going to make this the new capital of this terrain. Obviously, the natives are going to be mega pissed. And there's nothing we can really do about that. Well... Probably there is nothing we can do about it. Why is that damaged? Oh yeah, there's a couple dudes there. That's fine. The fleet has arrived. Huzzay. Right. Right, fleet, if you'd like to exfiltrate. And if you would like to arrive. There we go. And deploy the army. Because we may need to defend this region quite aggressively. And I believe we shall also... I don't know. I don't know whether it's worth, like... I mean, the people hate us royally. Now, there's two reasons. One, religion. Two, just shitloads of those things. I don't know. Two seems a bit much, considering. And also considering we're going for straight up the magistrate. And I kind of want to get a craftsman's workshop, just so we can get some money back. Because this just seems a bit excessive. We'll go with this. Yeah, Mysore, no shit. We're going to be dealing with a lot of rebellions in this territory. And it looks like the Maharaja confederacy has decided to redeploy its troops. Lots of small contingent, but a lot of potential. The Pindal cavalry are something I'm going to be very careful on. They have some lancers. Siladars... Oh, God. I'm not too sure how elephants will fare against cannon, but I don't really want to find out with them ambushing or whatever. Right, the good news is that's actually now been resolved. Also, what the fuck happened to Britain? What the fuck happened to Britain? It's a republic now! Jesus Christ. Right, so Her Majesty has now been ousted, I imagine. And now the fleets are literally the same, it's just they're now a republic. Huh. I'm kind of intrigued as to how that works, but let's be faced, didn't think that would ever be possible. Also, that's a really weird banner. I mean, obviously you want to look different, sure, but not that different. And it almost seems a bit more, I don't know, fascist? You know, primary symbols and whatnot. You'd think with a republic they'd want to go completely the different way, but then I suppose the Americans went sort of similar roads. So yeah, Britain is now a republic, which is intriguing. Didn't think that was possible in this game. But then again, this game has surprised me beyond compare, so, you know, I can't exactly be super complacent. Anyway, I'm going to make a pledge. This pledge will be if Denmark can survive till 1776. It's a fair amount of turns. I was thinking till the end of the decade, but then I thought at least till 1776. Then I'll consider joining the side of the Denmark versus Sweden. I know I said I didn't want to get embroiled in a war, but at the same time I'm also feeling like Sweden deserves a bit of a slapdown after all the shit that she's pulled. But, we'll see. If the populace can be fine, it's just obviously we're going to have to gear ourselves towards a potential war up north. And of course there's no guarantee that the Turks are going to be... That's right, the Maharaja confederacy, no more Turks, will be chill about it. Besides, invasion-wise, it's a lot of territory. I mean, okay, technically speaking, this area is kind of cut off. We do have already a well-established Christian sector. You increased gunnery school. You increased that. Ipradrom. I move you to the far side. Perfect. Agents. Do we have any? 63%. That's fine. You are at 63. Nice. Both 63%. I'm happy to see that. Can I get some money back? Yes, we can. That is really awesome. God damn it. Right. Apologies for the slight delay. Just unfortunately, every time I'm getting onto the system now, it's bloody warm. So, I have to fanny-ass around with the headset, which is now needing to be adjusted. Because the padding on the side is basically there because of all the sweat, unfortunately. And also the fact that it's been around for a while. It's starting to fall off, which is really not helpful. So I'm like, God damn it. Let me have a look, see. Oh, God. I can't wait for the winter. Seriously, I'm looking forward to it. I prefer to be in colder environments just because it's just so much easier. Anyway. Istanbul, we'll go to here. You'd think this territory would be chill. There's still a bit of a religious schism around, but it's not quite there yet. Bulgaria is on its tenterhooks. Not quite there yet. We're going to increase this as well. And increase this because I want to increase that. That's going to earn us the big bucks. Gunnery School and Military Academy. It seems fine, but I also kind of feel like we need to improve. Transylvania. Blah. What's wrong with you? Predicted. That's fine, we can manage. Oof. Venice, you are strong. Increase the theatre. So now it's just religious issues that we're having at the moment, which isn't totally surprising. -2 in the public order. I think the issue is just religion now, isn't it? Yeah. Sadly, we can't earn much. Well, sadly, we can't tax them because, yeah, not a lot. We could send a priest from here once... Yeah, once that's settled, we could possibly send a priest. Need to be fair, which one's closer? 37, 29. Okay, so this one's a little closer. We could try and double up the efforts of Gibraltar, and then being able to just to increase it by however much. But we'll see. Let me have a look-see. So, we do have reinforcements now. We are going to be dealing with rebellions and problems and whatnot, so that's going to be a factor. But the important thing here is that we do now have complete control over this region. I'm going to send this fleet, which is currently our largest fleet, and I'll have them set up around... yeah, I'll have them set up around here. I might increase the dock so I can increase, because the kind of ships I can recruit at the moment are just 54s, and I'm like, I kind of would like to build more ships so I can get better shit. At least that's the plan. But yeah. So I'm gonna, so to wrap up, I would say I'm gonna make a pledge that if Denmark can survive long enough, I will honor an agreement and join them later on. But right now is not possible. Though questions begs Sweden. Who are you allied with? A lot of people in Europe. If we do this, we're going to have a big fucking war. It would be one of the greatest superpower battles, depending... Well, apart from the Maharaja Confederacy, of course, but... We'd need to create a third army. Probably one to be set up around here. Army board. Probably worth it, shouldn't we? 8 turns. Army Staff College. Is there any regiments or unique regiments left? No, not really, is there? No. Not quite. Right, what's our recruitment? Well, 28,000, I'm not exactly. What's our policies at? A large portion of our regions are... 1930. Armenia is currently keeping the peace. Arabia is piss. Hanover... manageable. I mean, we could recruit more. We can always recruit a couple more militiamen. We can always recruit a couple more. So we're going to be able to earn 33k out of the region. Saxony is currently enjoying a rather pleasant bit of thingy. That's improving as well, so I should be able to increase my amount of money. Like, I'm increasing these two so I can hopefully get more money out of it, because even though we're pushing 30,000 in, I don't imagine it's going to last too much longer. And we still need to pacify Spain, so we'll see. I'm still committing to some sort of involvement in the war over north, but at this point in time, it's not that... Like, I've recently finished a war with Spain that was started because Spain attacked me whilst I was in a vulnerable state. I don't want to then throw myself into yet another war, which is actually going to fuck me over more than I realize. You know, especially since the Maharaja Confederacy could also potentially see some future conflict brewing. So, I'm going to respectfully say... Denmark, you're on your own, but if I can, I will at some point provide you support. Hell, I could probably give Denmark all the technology so that they have all the benefits they need. If they survive, of course. We have no idea. I mean, the thing is, if Sweden takes out Denmark, then Denmark is dead. But at least then we know what's going on. Also, I think with Britain turning to... Yeah, with Britain turning to a... republic... And with me taking out Spain, does that mean I'm the only monarchy in, like, superpower monarchy, mind. In Europe? Is that what could possibly be going on? Because that would be hilarious. Also, shit. Leon Boticcha. Who was he and where was he positioned? Oh, nice. We have a governor for India. Nice. Didn't even realize. Okay. That's fine. I think we're fine. Okay, good. Ooh, there's a rather nice star. I'm half tempted to send... dude, Ernest Voss with his monocle. Economist. Happiness to the lower classes. Patron. Dude! Oh, he's already old. But no, like, if we look at it seriously, okay, you are a monarchy. Yeah, absolute monarchy. Okay, so it's just myself and the Swedes. Spain is in America at this point. I mean, their main capital is in Savoy, but I disagree. Who died? Halgarten. He wasn't that old, was he? Was he? Another general leaves. Well, another general sadly passes on. Christoph Hallgarten was a Chad. He gave us, like a few of his generals, he gave us some pretty amazing victories. He was a solid, reliable general who I'm sad to see go so soon. I'm fairly convinced he was not that old, but natural causes being natural causes. Requiescat in pace, Christoph Hallgarten. You Chad of a man. Yeah, that's not surprising. There's no buildings for them to wreck. Oh, God. Right. You are to head over to there. Oxygen discovered. Well, great. I like how people are like, wait, what am I breathing? At this point in the year 1774, did we finally realize what we breathe to survive? GG. Only took you that long. Alright. Alright. We'll keep the army that Christoph had. He must have been... To be fair, he could have been quite old. My generals are, you know, kind of going through a bit, so... My question. Württemberg. Oh yeah, you're a constitutional monarchy. So I suppose the monarchies aren't dead in Europe, but it's just... not as many. And then we've got Munster, who... I mean, the stability of Europe is on a thread, I'd say. If we start making serious gains in, say, Savoy, and then obviously Spain, then we be fucked. Please say you're bankrupt. Oh, you're bankrupt. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Then again, about the States. That would be hilarious if I could do that. Though, I don't think it's possible. Yeah, because... oh no, they only go to school. Okay. It is possible. That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Going to Venice and realizing that... oh, wrong button. Going to Venice and then realizing they're all Protestants in a Catholic environment. That would be fucking hilarious. It's like the Pope wakes up and it's like, where are all of my people? And they're like, in the other room. Right. I think... oh, cool. You can actually hear them building stuff. Been playing this game for almost... Anyway. So, let's say there's nothing else we can really do at this point apart from waiting for the next turn and seeing what that holds. But no, we are definitely in the bugger camp. looking forward to this. I think we should probably have to seriously consider creating a new army, though. One probably over... I'll set it up over here, though. Is this the... Oh, no. Yeah, here. Because then this has... Okay, so we could do with an ordnance board here. So this is an ordnance board. Okay. Ordnance board will construct the 24 pounders as well as the 24 howitzer. We'll have the... Is it worth grabbing dragoons? I mean, there's no... I'll tell you what, we'll focus on infantry first of all. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, 10 of them. And then we'll probably go... I'm going to go with these... Oh, is that the last of the... Okay. Fuck it. We'll go with Hustards. These are skirmishers, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we'll just go with 2. We'll go with 2 skirmisher cav. See what these guys can do. I do not have much hopes for them, but maybe they might be good as, like... as Lancer-style slaps, as whatever. Maybe I can... maybe they can prove themselves enough so that the name Hustard won't be utilized when I use them effectively. Right, I'm thinking we could possibly... Steam engine factory. I mean, we can get the interchangeable parts. That's 2,000. That's 1,500. Yep, 2,000. Give to me the steam. Not much of... I think what we might have to do is get rid of one of the... I think we can burn this building. Turn this into a hotel slash what have you. And then I think we can increase these two. That probably is the next best thing we can do. Still need a fucking threshing machine.
We still need that. Fucking hell.
Yanks, how you faring? Would love some advanced skirmishing right now. I mean, to be fair, we've got 62,000 now. Maybe. 2, 7, 1, 9. Get the fuck in there. I have I have a technology I didn't even realize I had. Hopefully that actually does something. Just paid 62,000 for nothing. But no, I've got advanced skirmish rifle things, so that should, in theory, be something I can. And to be fair, I can earn it back in like a couple turns. Yep, so all they got now is poverty control laws. And I'm pretty happy about that. Western Britain. What do you have? Threshing machine. One day. Swear to God, my... Yeah, right. Okay. Let's save and go to the next turn. We'll deploy and have the troops wait over in that little sector there. And if anything happens with Sweden, I'm at least in a position to start the process of attacking Sweden. Though a war with Sweden would definitely be a... I don't know. Like, I definitely want to take out... Right, rebellion. There's the first of many, I imagine. And he's dead. Perfect. Subterfuge, prestige. Okay, sure. Hanover has been recruited. We've got a whole bunch of people in Mysore. some rice farms going, so that's going to help with starvation problems. Oxygen has been discovered. Fantastic. I'm surprised at Ceylon, actually. I was expecting far more problems, but no. I mean, sure, the population is pissed, and they're still going to be quite rebellious against me, but apart from the obvious, it's actually holding out quite nicely. So, happy days for that one. Of course, we have to deal with the potential future of what's going to be going on in Europe, but how's our research coming along? 14 more turns till the glorious days of the quicklime shall arrive. Also, I'm genuinely wondering what I've done with my... Because there is skirmishing, so I'm wondering if it's going to apply in the battlefield. That would be cool if it was. Not going to lie, that would be cool. Because then our troops with the Jaeger infantry may possibly be able to utilize like a hidden mechanic. I'm going to make well, I've already saved, haven't I? So, yeah. Oh, God, it's warm. I'm going to be complaining about that a lot in certain episodes just because of how bloody warm it is at the moment. Right. Sweden's doing its usual not going to war thing, so I was right not to go to war with it. Probably they wanted to do it to try and get me involved in it because I know that I'm probably more of a target than the Danish are. Yeah, those are a good buffer. I mean, if I was to go to war with Sweden, we're actually kind of... to be fair, we're actually kind of protected by quite a large portion, because apart from the Kakurums to the east, the only real way for me to get into Sweden, finger quote, is via Lithuania, through Courland or, Riga, or just through Lithuania. So they've got themselves some decent cover. Obviously, we do have the benefit of just sailing across to the far side. However, I don't think it would be a wise endeavor to try and go straight for Stockholm. So, yeah, no, I mean, Sweden's been doing its thing for a long time now, and I think they're getting to the point where they're probably where I'm overtaking them. I mean, if we're looking at the prestige level here, I am currently still behind Spain. Are you serious? What the fuck has the Spanish done? Okay, that is surprising that I'm... Okay, so I'm still slightly behind the Maharaja Confederacy, but only by a little bit. Probably should have taken out fucking Spain's Milan. Or sunk their fleets a bit. I don't know. Probably kicking them out of Europe would probably be the ultimate thing. But then again, I'd probably also need to have the ultimate warframe. So... Oh, warframe. The ultimate thing for that. So... That's fine for that part. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else I can really do at this moment, is there? Not really. We're just building, and building more. How many more turns? 2 turns. I'd say... steam engines. And then... Oh! Oh! Okay. I think we've researched something. What? Oh, shit. No. Okay. That's actually really surprising. Okay. So the advanced musketry malarkey turned out to be general staff. Or something. I mean, either way, I got general staff, which... Fuck yeah. No, that's actually pretty fucking cool. We can get the ability to research the percussion cap and mass mobilization, which will do us wonders. There we go. Major benefits there. Holy shit. I mean, I was getting it just so I could have fucking Jaeger infantry stuff, but nope. I apparently got that too. There you go. A proper benefit. That makes it worth 65,000, because the amount of turns we would have had to wait to get that. So, nah, I'm pretty happy with that. Definitely happy with that. So, let's have one more turn. Yeah, we're going to have to play careful. I mean, I'm either going to have to seriously contemplate the destruction of Sweden, or I have to contemplate the destruction of the maharaja confederacy. I'd like to take out the Indians before I take out the Swedes, just because I feel like the Swedes have been nice to me. Right, you're sorted on that one. They're all sorted on that one. Workers on strike. My shock and surprise. Right. Have a look, see. So I got 10 units so far. There's nothing really distinctive about you, is there? It's just line infantry, which, you know, we got cavalry coming through, so I suppose we got 10. Army. So we got 10, 14, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. So that's effectively. Oh, no. One more reduced from that. There you go. So there you go. New army in construction and pretty much bog standard. Nothing especially. Yeah, like nothing especially unique about this particular force. Just that it is another defensive army. Though happily, I can now start doing this, which is really nice. So, money, money, money. Start paying taxes so I can get more stuff. Bing, 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 ding, ding. There we go. So apart from Naples, we are green across the board, actually, surprisingly, which is first. I mean, we got West Prussia. Not surprising there. We got Sardinia, who was at low, but again, I think it's just a religious thing. But no, this is actually pretty cool. There we go. Perfect. So I think this will be a good point to wrap up today's episode. So we've made some pretty significant gains, I'd say. We've been able to grab Mysore, take an opportunity to grab a territory inside the enemy's locale, which I'm pretty happy about. Then, in addition to giving the enemy a glorious middle finger, we were able to... This music's successful, right. In addition to giving the Maharaja Confederacy a glorious middle finger, we're able to now launch... Well, to be fair, we're actually able to launch multiple attacks on multiple capital sectors without risking too much. So I'm pretty happy about that. Plus, also, we still have naval supremacy. So it's going to be a long road, unfortunately, to converting all of the regions, but we are making steady progress. And then finally, Europe has changed. Something has changed in Europe once again. We've now got a republic inside the of Great Britain, which doesn't really mean anything, because there's no real difference between what's going on, except the Royal Navy is now no longer the Royal Navy. It's just the Navy, which feels weird. So, hey, maybe to be fair, maybe it was something that America's done. You know, try and get this shit into line. Oh, wow. Jesus. The USS Constitution. Huh. That sounds like a challenge in my eye, but okay. America is finally expanding towards the west, so if we're lucky, America may decide to push in towards more of the Native American territories, giving itself a more glorious history. We've also bought something from America, which was quite nice, so I'm happy. Actually, to be fair, Britain might as well get some things going. So I will request the threshing machine, and I will pay for it using 45077. Okay, you want national debt, improved shot, naval... I mean, it seems a bit like a skew-whiff trading thing, but you know what? I will take it. I mean, again, you're not really much of a threat at this moment in time, and me having the threshing machine means good stuff. Also, I can save money, so, you know, I'm happy with either way. Technology. Carronade, citizenship, as well as... You haven't got the slavery thing down. Well, that's the slavery thing gone yet, so that's intriguing. Global tax income, free trade doctrine. Let me have a look-see. What am I missing? I'm missing citizenship. That would piss off a load of people, but I'm also feeling like if I can get that without having to research it, I will take it. So I will pay you what I was going to pay them, 45,077. Would you like it? Really? Fuck you. Alright, well, anyway then. Maharaja Confederacy's stupid decision, what was that? Notwithstanding. There we go. Haven't heard that phrase in a while. I will catch you guys in the next one, whereupon we can see whether or not the Danes will hold out, and whether or not Sweden will do anything. So, I will see you then. This is Mr. Jaeger signing out. Have a good one, guys.